Hey guys, James here and welcome to another video. This is another review video and we are talking again about Game of Thrones, this time episode 5 of season 8, which aired last Sunday. Alright, before we get to the review, I just want to say that if you are new here on the channel, consider subscribing. I release cool videos like this every single week, so if you want to join the party, click that subscribe button. Alright? So back to the review here, on to the review, right? Again, guys, my disappointment has just been growing and growing, yeah? And today is not going to be different. I'm going to be talking about mostly everything, or most of the things that I hated about the episode. And in all fairness, there are a couple of things that I enjoyed about this last episode, but I'm going to leave those things to later, yeah? More towards the end of the video, all right? But for now, let me just go over some of the things that I just didn't like personally, okay? Starting with Varys' death, yeah? I didn't understand why Tyrion snitched Varys, you know? I never thought of Tyrion as a snitch, you know? I thought it was something so out of character for Tyrion to do, you know, to snitch Varys, especially Varys, because Varys, aside from Jaime, is Tyrion's best friend. You know, Varys also helped save Tyrion back in season 4, and to watch Tyrion turning his back on his best friend like this and just snitching him, I thought it was very out of character for Tyrion, which is just proof that Tyrion has definitely gotten dumber. Yeah, as I told you last week. Another thing that I want to talk about, now moving a little bit ahead in the episode, when Drogon destroys all the scorpions, you know, all those weapons that Qyburn created to kill dragons, I thought it was just too easy for Drogon to, you know, to destroy all those weapons, yeah? If you go back to episode 4, that dragon, that second dragon that got killed, Rhaegal, yeah, I thought it was too easy to kill that dragon, you know? They were able to have 3 perfect shots, yeah? And all those 3 shots hit the dragon, and the dragon got killed just like that. This time, last episode, all those weapons, all those scorpions shooting the dragon, and none of those shots actually hit the dragon. I thought it was just the other extreme, you know? On one hand, the second dragon got killed too fast. On the other hand, it was just too easy for Drogon to destroy all the scorpions in the city. But that's just my impression, okay? Euron's fleet did nothing, you know? It was pretty much useless, just like the Golden Company. They did nothing, they just went there to die. And I thought it was so weird, because the Golden Company, really the most expensive army there is for you to buy, and they did absolutely nothing. They just got decimated. And so to me, those things just didn't make any sense, yeah? If you think about it, guys, we didn't have a battle this last episode. It wasn't a battle. It was something else, yeah? But it wasn't a battle. It was a one-side fight, that's it. I thought it was interesting to see how Dany's army miraculously came back, yeah, in this last episode, because she had a bunch of Dothraki fighting for her in this last episode. She has a lot of Unsullied. You know, it looks like she never lost an army, you know, in episode 3, yeah, in the Battle of Winterfell. I mean, it looks like those Dothraki never got decimated, and that her Unsullied numbers never got reduced. I mean, if you look at her army this last episode, her army seems pretty much untouched, yeah? Which I think it sucks, because it makes the whole Long Night thing, the whole Night King thing, just look like something so small and something so insignificant, yeah? That it didn't make a difference to Daenerys, yeah? Because, you know, she still has, apparently, all her army here in this last episode. So I thought that was really weird as well, you know? Now talking about some of the most relevant points of the episode, starting with Jaime, yeah? oh my God, I think Jaime's arc has been completely destroyed. Yeah. Back in season 3, when Jaime lost his hand, he went on this redemption path. Yeah. And we have been watching him change and grow and evolve as a person and throughout the whole show. And now to have him right at the end simply, flip back and come back to Cersei the way he did, it was just so unsatisfying. It was a very unsatisfying way to end his arc, to end his story. You don't do that, guys. You don't build something up for so long in order not to have the ending pay off, the resolution pay off. So that's what happened to his arc. I think that his arc didn't pay off. It was a terrible ending for his character. The same goes for Daenerys' arc. Yeah, from season 1, we have been watching her, get armies and grow as a ruler. Yeah, and we have been on her side all along. Yeah, and now at the very last minute, she just flips and goes crazy. I don't have a problem with Daenerys going crazy and going Mad Queen. I don't have a problem with that. But I think the way it was executed, it just happened so quickly, It felt like it was the push of a button, You push a button and that's it. She goes crazy. She goes mad. If they were going to do that, they should have set it up way, 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 way before in the show, and also set it up in a more significant way, in a more relevant way, not just maybe a hinting some little things here and there and that's it. I thought it was poorly set up, this transformation that she had in this last episode. And then, when she goes Mad Queen in King's Landing, she just slaughters everybody. Yeah. So first it wasn't a battle, it was just a one-side fight. And now from a one-side fight, the whole thing turns into butchery and slaughter. Yeah? So she starts burning everybody, all the innocent civilians, men, women, and children in King's Landing. Yeah? Which I thought it was also, I thought she could have simply just flown, straight to the Red Keep, burn Cersei, and she would be done with it. Yeah? But no, she decided to kill everybody in the city. And while she's doing that, she's actually giving Cersei time to escape. It was just so stupid. Yeah. Jon Snow, guys. I think that now Jon has finally learned his lesson. Yeah. When he sees that Daenerys is going crazy and killing innocent people, her army, the Unsullied, is also going crazy and killing innocent people. I think at that moment, he actually realized that, you know what, I backed up the wrong person. Yeah, so I think he finally learned his lesson in this last episode. Because, guys, again, I'm going to talk about Ned a little bit because, I love Ned so much, Ned Stark, he was always a very honorable man, an honorable character, and he did things not because he wanted to do them particularly, but because it was the right thing to do. Yeah, that's what we got from Ned, that, he didn't want to do something, but it was the right thing to do, so he felt it was his duty, his responsibility. Yeah, it was a matter of honor to him, yeah, to actually do it. Yeah, for example, Ned, in season 1, he didn't want to go to King's Landing. He didn't want to be Robert's hand. But then after he finds out that Jon Arryn got killed, probably by the Lannisters, he actually goes to King's Landing to kind of, protect his friend, Robert. So, he felt it was his duty, to do that. So he didn't want to do it, but he did it because it was the right thing to do. And Jon Snow, he has made some similar calls in the past, which was like a good call. For example, back when he was in the Night's Watch, Jon knew that they had to make an alliance with the wildlings. It was the right thing to do, even though everybody else was against him. He knew inside that that was the right thing to do, and he did it. Right? That was a right call. But now, I just think that he should know inside, that the right thing to do is to claim his birthright. Yeah, he should know that he is the rightful ruler. And he, in the last episode, in the previous episode, in episode 4, the minute Daenerys got all desperate and he started asking him not to share his secret, he should know intuitively, back then that this woman is getting desperate. She's power hungry. I don't think she's gonna be a good fit for the throne. Yeah. So even though I don't want the throne, I'm gonna go for it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So he refused that. He refused all that. He refused his intuition. He refused, all these things. And now he's actually looking at the price being paid. Yeah? All these innocent lives being lost. Yeah. So I think he has finally learned his lesson in this last episode, guys. Talking about Cersei's death a little bit. Yeah. I so didn't like her death. We spent the whole show hating Cersei. She's always been this badass, cold, evil type of person, And in this last episode, she's none of these things, She's crying all the time. She's running around or walking around. She doesn't know what to do, So I thought it was something so out of character for Cersei to do. She didn't fight back. She didn't do anything. Yeah, she just cried and, walked around and tried to run away. Yeah. And the way she died also, I thought it was very unsatisfying. I didn't want to see her die with Jaime. Yeah. Below the Red Keep the way they did. Yeah. I thought it was a very unsatisfying death. And the funny thing, guys, is that Daenerys was being such a dick in this last episode that I even forgot for a moment how much I hated Cersei. And I didn't like that because the show was kind of taking away from me the satisfaction of watching Cersei die in a satisfactory way, because she's a bad person, she's an evil person, she's done terrible things, yeah, and I just thought that her death should give the fans some satisfying conclusion, like yes, she got what she deserved. But in this last episode, I didn't feel that she got what she deserved. As a matter of fact, I was so kind of, pissed at Daenerys for, killing all those innocent people, yeah, that it made me forget that, Cersei deserved to go in a more, satisfying way because, she's also an evil person, yeah? But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. These are some of the things that I didn't like about the episode. I thought the story arcs were concluded in a very bad way. Some of the resolutions there, they were done very, very badly. Yeah, but in all fairness, there were some things that I liked. So starting with Tyrion and Jaime, at that moment that they had in that tent when Tyrion saves Jaime, yeah, he frees Jaime. I really liked that scene. It was a very touching, moving scene. I really liked that. It was nice to watch. And I also loved the Clegane fight. Yeah, the Clegane fight was actually the one thing that they did right, in my opinion. The way those two brothers' story ends and comes to a conclusion, I thought it was very satisfying. And man, that mountain dude, the Sir Gregor, he's really strong, which makes me wonder, why didn't Qyburn create more of those zombie-like soldiers? Yeah, maybe they would have stood a better chance against Daenerys' army. Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, watching them fight, it was really cool. It was a very nice scene. It was well shot. We had a little bit of Oberyn moment there when he starts gauging Sandor's eyes. Yeah. I thought Sandor was going to be completely blind, but actually I think he only got blinded in one eye. He still had the right eye, yeah, to see. And I thought it was very fitting how both brothers died in the fire, yeah, falling into the fire. Because, that's pretty much how the bad blood between them started, with Gregor burning Sandor's head. And ever since then, Xander has been afraid of fire. So I thought, it was very symbolic and very fitting that the two of them die in the fire. So it was a very nice satisfactory ending, for those two brothers. Yeah. And I thought the episode was well directed. The visuals are great, and I really have to praise the director for taking a badly written story and making it visually more appealing. Yeah, so I really like that. So guys, that's pretty much it. These are some of my thoughts about the last episode of Game of Thrones. And before I go, just one last thing that I forgot to mention that I didn't like. It was how Euron died. Oh my god, man. It didn't make sense to me. Euron wanting to fight Jaime. Again, I thought it was very out of character for him because what should have happened, in my opinion, is he should have found Jaime on that beach. He could have said something to Jaime about Cersei, whatever, he could have taunted him a little bit, and then he could say, the city is dying, the city is falling, I'm out of here, see you, pal. And then he could have just rowed away on that boat. That is more like his character. When the shit really hits the fan, he just runs away. Yeah, but instead he wanted to fight Jaime, and you wanna get a chance of killing another king, and I thought it was just so stupid, that scene that they had. And Euron is a dick. I thought his niece Yara should have been the one to kill him, not Jaime. Again, it was just so badly executed. That was a very stupid scene to me. And then he looks up the camera later and says, "Oh, I am the man who killed Jaime Lannister." Oh, Jesus Christ, man. That was so bad. But anyway, guys, these are some of my thoughts. Thank you very much for watching until now. And now let's just wait until the next episode, which is going to be the final one, and see how this whole mess is going to get concluded. Alright? But I thank you for watching until now. If you like the video, click the like button for me. And if you're not a subscriber yet, consider subscribing. Alright? I'm James. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.